All right, welcome again, College Algebra eCore. This is a screencast of our homepage, and without any further ado, let me get started. If I need to take a break, I'll click the pause and come back to you. Here we go. This is your homepage, and notice you have your banner right here. You have these top buttons, I call them top buttons, and then you have what I call the gray bars. So keep that in mind. Let's point out a little bit about the gray bars. Calendar, your content browser, you could open it up like this, okay? And of course you have chat, and you have some news items. Please take this mandatory quiz. It should be pretty easy for you to follow and do. We need to get that done. Let's get it done the first couple days. All right. So you may notice that there's a video of me here talking to you. I think you could just click on it and drag it around on the screen if you need to, and there may be a way for you to undo it if you don't need to see me talk. All right, so right now we need to talk about these upper buttons and how they work so that you're familiar with it. Here we go. Here's your syllabus. Please read it. Read it carefully. The only thing I want to point out to you is the grading, so that you hear me talk about that. 5% participation, 50% quizzes, 40% test, and your proctored exams are 20% each. So keep that in mind. Make sure you read your syllabus. You may want to download it. So keep that in mind. All right, so we have it here for quick reference. The second button is content. This is a very key button. So here I have this little overview and then my table of contents. Table of contents is the main important item here. Now what I would do is let's talk about this first item, syllabus and start items. And notice these things appear to the right. Again, there's your syllabus. Now remember, you could just simply download an item by clicking over here. So keep that in mind. There's that mandatory attendance quiz. You'll access that another way in just a second. I'll point that out to you. And but here's a welcome letter and a welcome video. And I do encourage you. This I sent to you in your email. And this I encourage you to watch. It's very short and should make sense to you. Here's some course resources. And then these are the sections I want you to know about. This is where you're going to be doing your main work, lesson 1. I'll point it out to you in a little bit. We'll come back to that. All right, that's content. Okay. Assessments. This is an important part. All right, if I use a Dropbox, it's right here. Grades are right here. Your quizzes, I'll click on quizzes. Notice you don't have anything there right now. And rubrics and self-assessment we will talk a lot about. But as far as taking your quizzes, this is where I want you to go. You'll be going here to take your quizzes and your tests. So please keep that in mind. Communication. We could do a little chat. We're going to experiment with that. Class list. Yes, you could see everybody in the class. We've got a pretty good-sized class, and I'm very excited about that. But not everybody has their picture posted, so please make sure that you do that. So Anthony N., thank you for posting your picture there. And remember, you post your picture by clicking on your picture right here and putting it in as a profile image. Thank you for doing that. Discussions. This is a very, very important aspect of the class. And I'd like everybody to be very familiar with how this works. Here's my welcome message there. Some frequently asked questions I've got there. This is where I want you to introduce yourself. So please go there. And this is where you're going to go to on lesson 1 when we're doing lesson 1 and you want to talk about problems related to lesson 1. Do it right here. And we'll just go through each lesson that way and we can keep track of what's going on. Remember, you're doing this course on your own a lot as far as not being in the classroom, and so you're watching what everybody else had to say, but it's not all at the same time. Okay. Now, this is a very important part of the discussion board. Each one of you has to check in on a weekly basis and just write a little summary of your work. So here we go, week 1 to week, well, I don't know where the other ones are, but week 8, that's right, just 8 weeks, okay? And then here's a section there about tutoring. There are a lot of tutoring opportunities for you. I'm excited about that, and I hope you are as well. So take advantage of those. All right, so here we go. That was discussions. There's your email, a way to access your email. We'll not be doing a lot of these at the bottom here. Keep that in mind. All right, so now under resources, content, we already talked about that. I want you to click on calendar. This has got to be a key feature for you. All right, students, here I am. I've got June posted. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. This is another one of the top 5 things about the class. Notice here, June the 2nd, orientation. That's what we're talking about right now. Your attendance quiz, your lesson 1. So this is a way for you to keep track of what you're supposed to be doing on what day. Now, it's not that rigid, but it's not a self-paced course. You really can't go ahead a lot. You could go ahead a lot on your lessons, but as far as taking the quizzes, I want you to stay with me, and that's very important for us to stay together. Now, if you have the ability to go ahead with the lessons, you're certainly welcome to do that, but you'll have to take the quizzes according to the schedule and then the test according to the schedule. Keep that in mind. All right, so let's take a second here. So Monday, lesson 1. Tuesday, lesson 1. So these are 2 days you're working on lesson 1, which means you're doing your reading, you're doing your assignments, okay? You're getting help when you need it. And then notice here on Tuesday, quiz 1, I'm turning on quiz 1. Now, you have 7 days to take that quiz. Now, I think we're being very generous to you here. So quiz 1 starts here, and then quiz 1 ends right over here, okay, on the 9th of June. I suggest that you take your quizzes as soon as you're ready. Now, here's another thing about your quiz, which you probably read. I will give you 3 chances to take that quiz, and I will take the highest grade. So I think that is an easy way for you to do well. I would encourage you to take your quizzes after you do the assignments. I know you may want to do some shortcuts, but that probably won't help you, especially if you feel you're somewhat weak in college algebra. Okay, going right along. So lesson 2 starts over here on Wednesday. You notice all the way through the course. Also, notice here that see, I'm in June here. Okay, where my test is. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. All right, so here we go. All right, test 1 on June the 10th starts. And I told you I'm going to give you 4 days. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you have 4 days to take the test, but you only have 1 opportunity per question. So please keep that in mind. And again, use your calendar. The things that you need to know are on your calendar. All right, what else do I need to talk about? Let's go back up here to the top. I'm going to click on resources again. Again, the calendar is very important. All right, over here, library and design. Not a whole lot over there right now that I need to point out. Smart thinking. This is a tutoring opportunity for you. It's an access to tutoring. So please take a little time and learn about smart thinking. Now, in addition to Smart Thinking, there are two other ways to get tutoring. Now, one is an embedded tutor. So there's a person that's available to you, and you can get to that person by going to that tutor discussion on the discussion board. Anyway, it's an embedded tutor for this course that works for eCore. I suggest that you use that person as well. And I will be doing some online tutoring, and I'll have to tell you the times and so forth. We'll do that a little bit later. But I'll be doing some live and some canned type of tutoring. So please keep that in mind. I'll point the video out to you and how we're going to link up on live real time. So keep that in mind as well. I'll have more information about that later. Let me see. Now, if I want to go here to content, and I'm going to go here to lesson 1. Someone says, Mr. Staples, I'm kind of ready to get started. Can you give me a 5-second deal about getting started? Here you go. Remember, this is the information about lesson 1. So here's an advanced organizer. Here's your assignments. If you click on this, it's really just very straightforward. What do I want you to do? I want you to read this information. What do I want you to do as far as assignment problems? I want you to do these assignments. See, folks, it's pretty easy. Don't get sidetracked, okay? Try not to worry. It doesn't help you. And these are different things in lesson 1 that are being referred to. So please take advantage of those. Lesson 1 discussion right there. Lesson 1 quiz. See, starts, ends. So keep that in mind. It'll get easy as you get started. Just take it a lesson at a time. All right, we're going to click up over here to log out. And we're back to your login screen. So please take time, read and reread the welcome letter, download the syllabus, follow those directions, and you just do it step by step and it'll help you out. Whether it's a race or whether anything that you're doing that's worthwhile, we got to get off to a good start. So the course is laid out in front of you. I'm excited about the course. Take time to read the material, navigate through your home page. Place your introduction, a short few sentences about yourself in the discussion board so we can get to know you. Put your picture on there so we can see your face. And keep up with looking at your email. I'll be sending some more email messages to you that with some important information. So you should have gotten some things done already. Don't put it off. Just a little bit at a time. We'll get it done. All right, so that's all my advice. I wish you well. And email me if you need to. And we look forward to a good day Monday. All right, bye for now.